Hello, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts Shipyard Challenge. So, today's idea is by SIXPACFISH, and it's basically use the, let's read it. Use that oldest monitor with the 4 big round turrets and the raised spine all along the hull. So, I think he means that Chinese one that was included in the last patch. So I'm gonna do 2 of those versus 2 AI designed Japanese battleships. Yeah, Ironclad 1. And it gets at this point here on the displacement slider, it gets the 4 turrets. Yep. That's it, I think. Max optimal speed 16 knots. We can try and push it that far. So 1890, not a lot of options available. I guess that's gonna make for a pretty quick design process. So 2.8 base accuracy, 3 long range. Okay, this is just better, but it doesn't fit. This one fits. Maybe if I widen it up a little bit. Like, how fat does it have to be to fit the best tower? Not that there's that much of a difference. Okay, don't have to make it that fat. 3% beam. I think that's fairly decent. You can go for compound armor. That is, yeah, quite a bit stronger than iron plate. You got plus 35% armor strength instead of minus 25% armor strength. Iron plate is lighter though. So that is like a 60% difference in armor strength. Yeah, I think that makes up for the weight decrease from iron. And as for here, I can actually pick Citadel 1. I'm not sure if it's possible to put any guns back here yet. We're gonna have to find that out. Now we can go for duels. They are all Mark 1s. So might as well go for the big ones, right? Do you fit if I turn you a little bit like that? Yes. Okay, a little bit of a port weight offset. Let's see which of these has been there we go. 4 round turrets. Biggest ones I could find. It's good standard ratio. As for ammo, ammo, no options there. Heavy shells maybe. Do I need increased ammo? No options here either. Enhanced reloading though. So Barbette 1. Flash fire chance is 41.2%. 30. Light shells is down to 24. Light shells and reduced 21.4. Yeah, the shell weight adds a lot of flash fire channels. Let's keep them at light shells. It is my one hope of not exploding. Rangefinders not available. Range pretty. Oh, I need funnels, don't I? Okay, I guess the funnels only fit like here. I can put some up front as well. They're gonna extend my engine room though. No, actually they don't. That engine room is the same. This is a strange looking ship. And natural boilers, all I can get. That is fine. Now, I don't have many options for towers. Let's see, can I put some casemate guns maybe? Yes. That is terrible arcs of fire for the 5-inch guns. Like very, very narrow. So we're basically gonna have to fight almost at a straight broadside with this. Oh, that's neat. I can put the 5-inch guns on top of the main turrets. How about some tiny guns? How about some slightly less tiny guns? 4-inch guns? They fit. You can even put some here. Not gonna bother with the 2-inch guns. So we got some firepower now. We got enough range to not start the battle at low fuel. Let's deal with the armor. Got some tonnage to spare. Let's also that reload time is already painfully long though. But maybe maybe try and get a little bit more accuracy out of these. Oh no, I can't. Oh yeah, because that's a tech you have to unlock. So yeah, they're going to be 35 calibers in length, and that's it. That's how long they're going to be. Don't really need a lot of top armor, do I? Let's see, my armor quality here is plus 38%. I'm just gonna have to assume that the enemy ship is similarly armored. So at 10,000 meters, we're not gonna be engaging at that range. At 5,000 meters, excuse me, 15 inches of armor. And the Citadel only has inner deck available. That doesn't matter, because deck penetration here is not good. At max range, it's 1.8 inches, and probably not going to hit much at that range. Still going to keep the 2-inch deck though. Let's go 15 inches of main belt. That's a little bit too heavy. That's a little bit too heavy, but yeah, I can reduce the turret top armor. That helps. 1.8 deck armor should be enough. Like anything I can reduce here, can I just drop this down to 15 and save some weight? I'm gonna keep the 5-inch casemate guns just because. Like, it's everything Mark 1 here. Everything is Mark 1 here. Let's go down on the main belt armor a little bit so I can get some weight for the turrets so they don't explode. Because that flash fire chance is quite real. Can probably reduce that belt armor a little bit too. What else can I do? I can reduce the range. Do I dare do that? I mean, hopefully that should still be enough to not start the battle at low fuel. Just about. We're not gonna go far anyway. Enemy is gonna start pretty close. Yeah, I think that's it for the design. There's not that much that can be done in 1890. There are not a lot of options. But that's it's a funky looking ship. It's fun to sometimes explore the eras of the game where I typically don't play. There we go. Let's launch. Let's see what the AI cooks up. Okay, the AI has cooked up something. I got two very slow. Maybe I should have just started closer. Northeast. Because the spotting ranges in 1890 are very short anyway. Fuel 83%. Okay. Last I tested how much fuel you start with, 6,000 kilometers of range was barely enough to have you start the battle at not low fuel. But I guess it depends on the era as well. Yeah, fuel is dropping quite fast. My engines are not very efficient. I think we ended up at less than 50% efficiency. Smoke spotted in the north now. Enemy has been spotted. Let's go down to cruising speed, which is okay. Cruising speed is very slow. But we hit. We score a pretty big hit on Otaki-san. It is quite a bit faster than my ship. Not as strongly armored or heavily gunned, though. That's a lucky first salvo. Or almost first salvo. get a little bit more speed out of these. I guess the 5-inch guns are, they're just about in range now. You got heavy shells. That could prove to be explosive. Choge now leading the charge. Taking a pretty big 12-inch hit. Yeah, they don't have very thick forebelts. So I think I've gotten HE penetrations on them through the extended belts. Okay, you can target one ship each. They should not be faster than me now with that flooding damage that they've taken. At least not if I speed up. You know, they're going at 14 and, yeah, 14 knots and change for the fastest one. I can just barely match that if I go all out. I got -10 for 2-barrel guns, -20 for hull stability and tower. Gun splashes, lots of minuses because I gave my ships a lot of secondary guns. Stay on target, please, Ming Chen. Yeah, they got veteran crews too. Shoge is not firing back. Taki-san is. If they were effectively fighting back, I might have problem with crew loss because I've got so many secondary guns. Well, I mean, so do they, but they're fairly well protected, those casemate guns they have. Closing in, we're at 6 kilometers now. Choge might not be firing back because her A turret has been knocked out. The aft turret might not have a good arc of fire. Possibly. Need the big guns to score some big hits. Okay, secondary guns on Shoge, big guns on Otaki-san. Because my big guns fire so rarely. I had hoped my big guns would actually be able to rotate and fire through that raised section, giving me a full broadside of 4 turrets, but no, apparently not. They're not able to. Maybe I should have checked that first and, if need be, picked some smaller guns. Maybe 10-inch guns would have been able to. Well, at least that means I have a lot of ammo. Of course, I'm winning so far, but things could very quickly change if I start suffering flash fires. So even if I got that flash fire chance down as low as I could, it's still pretty high, which is just what it is in 1890. Otaki-san has taken more hits. Now down to 9.3 knots. With that engine out. Toge still not firing back. For some reason. Both my ships are loading AP now for Otaki-san. And we're actually scoring some secondary gun flooding on Shoge. Otaki-san has fixed her engine. But is running out of ammo. That might be because a magazine has exploded. That probably is why. If they wanna close in, they're welcome to. I'm gonna drop down to the max cruising speed. There we go. More engine damage on Otaki-san. Conning tower is out. And she's flooding. And burning. A couple more good hits on Otaki-san, and she should be down. Yeah, it's just her aft turret and a couple of the 5-inch guns firing back now. But turning like that means I can get some flooding hits on the stern, possibly. Let's set the secondaries on Otaki-san too. I don't think the stern armor was that good. Aft belt, 1.8. Okay, auto selection. 5-inch guns are running out of HE. Interestingly. They were coming towards me, but they kind of just stopped. Are you gonna have to speed up and close in? Stoker's furiously shoveling coal into the boilers. Into the fireboxes, rather. To get the thing underway. Both towers are out on Choge. That might be why she's not firing back. No, she's actually firing back now. We got a little bit closer. That might be the end of Otaki-san. Yeah. That last bit of flooding. I don't think that can be contained. Nope. She's down. Because in 1890 you don't really have any anti-flood either. Or double bottoms or anything like that. That helps mitigate flooding. And also, she'd suffered quite a bit of crew loss. Otaki-san, I mean, I think she was at like 60% crew loss before going down. And the lifeboats have been launched as Otaki-san disappears beneath the waves. I think Shoge is going to flood out too. 8.7 knots, even in that condition, that is pretty impressive. There she goes. Nice. Amazing victory for the two Chinese ironclads. Both doing pretty much the same in terms of damage. So yeah, that was it. If you have any ideas to what I should do next Monday, post it down below in the comments. Goodbye and take care.